Breaking news. So the SEC sues Celsius, former CEO, for market manipulation and securities fraud. 1 year after Celsius filed for bankruptcy, the SEC has hit the defunct crypto lender and former CEO with a slew of charges. This was literally like 6 minutes ago. So we're seeing the SEC come out, and I mean, rightly so. I mean, this was clearly a fraud. So we're seeing them go after Celsius now, officially suing Celsius. And yeah, so this is a crypto newsletter, guys. It's Thursday, July 13th. It's 9:06 a.m. I'm going to kind of fly through this one because there's a lot of opportunity in the market that I definitely don't want to miss. And I know you guys don't want to watch a super long newsletter video, especially when the market's on the brink of fireworks. The dollar melting down, continuing to melt down as we speak. It is down 0.41% today. We have Bitcoin 0.57%. It's at 30,550. And we're very close to an explosive move here. And I'm leveraged up to the T's right now. And I'm greased up in it. So I don't want to get caught with my pants down here. So hope you understand. So definitely subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you think we're going to see a crypto melt up today, Thursday, July 13th? Or do you think it's going to be a fake out? I personally think, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, we're going to melt up. But let's go to the next article, because I think Coinbase is talking today in Congress with the SEC. I think the Coinbase SEC case, or it's just a regular, just like Coinbase is in Congress today. I know they're going to be talking this morning. I saw a tweet about it, but we see Coinbase lawyers argue Biden's student loans ruling aids defense against the SEC. Asserting powers over the 1 trillion crypto industry would be of major significance, just like canceling student debt was. The exchange lawyer argued. So basically, they're going to be able to use this as leverage against the SEC when it comes to this case. Yeah. So here we go. The parties meet later Thursday for a preliminary hearing in a New York courtroom in a trial that could potentially drag on for years. I tend to doubt it. In a separate case, Coinbase recently scored a Supreme Court victory when judges ruled that the lawsuit taken against the exchange by a user couldn't proceed until after an appeal. There we go. And we had some more interesting stuff today, like the UN Blockchain Standards Group to outline best industry practices. We've been saying that it's going to come from an international organization because crypto isn't just tied to one country. It's a worldwide thing. So it's going to come from an international organization. And we have the UN's interest in blockchain comes a day after the EU dropped a Q&A on the sparsely explored concept of Web 4. That might deserve a deep dive. But international governance organizations are again showing curiosity around blockchain. The latest example is the United Nations, which teamed up with the Internet Governance Forum and the Government Blockchain Association. So now we got some new names to look into to create a blockchain standards group. So it was approved by them on June 1st. And if we go down here, the coalition will research the blockchain space and its various solutions while collecting input and proposing recommendations to the UN. The process will go toward the creation of best practices and guidelines for a number of different industries that use or consider using blockchain. We go down, it says that the coalition stemmed from the fact that governments and companies the world over have been interested in implementing their own blockchain solutions. The only problem was they didn't have the knowledge to distinguish between legitimate blockchain projects and fly-by-the-night schemes. And the coalition's work will be an attempt to solve that issue. So we're going to see from this kind of standard bodies group or whatever they're doing here, the standards group and best industry practices, we're going to see what they put out and float out, because now we'll be able to distinguish ahead of time which blockchain projects are, or at least to their standards, are they saying is the real deal, and which are fly-by-night schemes, and which they'll probably avoid, and which will probably be not adopted or integrated into the traditional markets. So this is definitely something on the radar. I'm going to keep this up because I'm going to deep dive into these other associations. Then we saw another interesting thing to go with the narrative, especially with the UN, with the SDG, I think it's called, the Sustainable Development Goals, 2030. Ethereum tops new crypto ESG ranking, Bitcoin slam for heavy energy usage. That's of no surprise. But crypto data firm CC Data released the first institutional grade scoring system that evaluates digital assets, focusing on environmental, social, and governance, ESG aspects. And we have been saying for a while, this is going to be the narrative. They're going to try to usher this in. And Ethereum topped the first institutional grade crypto ESG ranking, followed by Solana. There's such a push to go to Ethereum because Ethereum is not at the top. While Bitcoin lagged due to its heavy energy usage, and the ESG benchmark, the inaugural CC Data's ESG benchmark, created in unison with Crypto Carbon Ratings Institute, some more institutions that we can look into and deep dive on, was published on Thursday. Breaking news today. It evaluated 40 of the largest, most liquid digital assets, and that's important, liquid, assessing parameters such as decentralization, security, and climate impact. You have, of course, they put Ripple instead of XRP. But the role of environmental, social, and governance mandates in investments is becoming increasingly prevalent, especially among institutional investors and large asset management firms. ESG-related assets under management could reach $33.9 trillion by 2026, a fifth of all investments globally, global accounting firm PricewaterhouseCoopers said. If we go down here, the ESG benchmark is a critical first step towards improving the resilience of the industry in the face of ESG challenges and criticisms from regulators, policymakers, and media who consider ESG requirements a top priority. The benchmark measured environmental, social, and governance risks for and opportunities of digital assets, taking into account a range of metrics, including decentralization, energy consumption, community engagement. Then the points for each metric were aggregated and weighted for an overall score of maximum of 100 points. AA is the best, E is the worst. Ethereum was the only one that got AA. You have Tezos, Ripple, DIA, Polkadot, Aptos, Binance, Coin, Cardano, Solana have A's. And then if we keep going down here, this grading does not connote overall superiority. Instead, it represents a means of ranking digital assets according to ESG parameters. It equips investors with the tools needed to make informed decisions and to allocate resources to assets which hold strong ESG scores. There we go. Let me have this. So BNB is supposed to have like a hard fork this month, a major hard fork to tackle blockchain exploit risk. The upgrade will push security measures immediately on the occasion of a blockchain exploit to safeguard user assets. Don't think the BNB short is just yet. I think that's coming like down the line, like September, October. I feel like it would be that time frame. Still think that the time for the BNB short is not just yet, but we still have it on the radar. If we look at the next thing, we have Swift, because Swift Go uses the correspondent banking rails to send consumer and small to medium enterprise payments around the world. Implementation is easy. Hear what members of the Swift Go community are saying about this new standard for low value cross-border payments. So let's go to the next thing though, because it says from pizzas to packages and even international payments, today you can track just about anything. So why settle for not being able to track your securities transactions across the settlement cycle? It seems to me that they've already are all set in stone. Like they already have upgraded the cross-border payments aspects and remittances, what they were talking about over here, like low value cross-border payments, working on high value cross-border payments. But now they're going to the next step. Like what's next? Now they're trying to speed up the settlement cycle of securities. So government bonds, equities, derivatives, right? Like now we're headed to the next step. Hundreds of trillions of dollars in the global markets. So that's that. Then we have this. So one of the narratives, and we're going to see, I think until we see like a week before the ETF decision, I think we're going to be higher in price. But we're going to see curveballs thrown along the way. It's going to be rocky, but I think we're going to be higher. Because yesterday we saw Gensler was asked today in a webinar about Coinbase being at the center of the ETF filings. He couldn't comment on the filings, but went pretty negative on crypto exchanges, saying they operate conflicting services and have limited risk monitoring. Yeah, you're going to see like kind of digs thrown out there when it comes to the ETF to shake up the market. But ultimately, I do think it will get approved. We'll see. Until then, until the actual decision, we'll see curveballs thrown, like kind of manipulation, saying one thing just to shake up the markets. So keep that on the radar as well too. So I hope you guys have a good day. That's the crypto newsletter. That's what we got today. I'll be in the Discord. Link is in the bio, giving trade updates because we're levied up to the T right now. The VIPs know what we're doing. So if you want to get into VIP, join the Discord. Link is in the bio. Hit me up. It's Rob at Stargate. Ask how you can get it and we'll serve you up. You can ask Eric at Stargate as well too. We're here to help you guys. And if you're not into trading, you want to just hold, but you feel like you need to up your education and kind of like where we've been, where we're at now, and the opportunity of crypto at large to cover all bases, I'll put the link in the bio, but go to stargate-ventures.com, go to education and software, the first program right there, the Opportunity of Crypto Accelerator course. It's absolutely free. Nothing to lose, but everything to gain, because the way we set this up is so pristine in the sense that it sets the backdrop of our current system and why it sucks and how it works now and where we were at before, like 100 years ago, and how the system worked then. We go from where we were to where we're at now and where we're headed to with the future system, and it's coming sooner than we think here, and we're at the precipice of it. So definitely tap into this free opportunity at crypto accelerator course. It's about, I think, like 17, 18 fire videos. So dive on into that. I'll put the link in the bio there. Hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you guys in the Discord and in the next video.